Hi.
Yeah, we are live now.
We are live now. Hi, everyone. First of all, Happy New Year 2022. There was a small bit of pause that we were not coming on live as frequent, but now we are on live. On this page, we used to discuss about our business, and why not? We were thinking like, why not we start this new year with one of the stalwarts of the business that we are doing. Yeah. So ever since we came into this online business, we've been hearing about many names, and one such name was Jinu Manoj. Sorry, Jinu Jar. Sorry.
Yeah, Jinu Manoj and Jinu
Yeah,
George, same.
Jinu Jar. So probably she is a registered nurse from like us, who is coming from Florida, but she's rocketing this business like anything. So why not we hear from her in our this episode, Success Leaves Clues. It's basically on this series we are trying to portray about the thinking aspect of people who were really successful in their own field. So without much delay, we're gonna welcome Jinu Manoj. Jinu Manoj, sure.
Yeah, straight.
Hi.
Hello, Jinu. Hi,
Hi.
welcome to the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to have you, Jinu. Thank you so much for coming. I know you have been working today, and
Yes.
such a pleasure to have you.
Oh, I just actually probably I'm going to take a few seconds to digest all the good things you told about me. Actually, I've been watching you guys and I'm amazed like how wonderfully you're running this business. So you guys are inspiration actually to me also. You
Oh
have no
my
idea.
Oh my God.
Yes.
God. Are we praising each other too much, Jinu, today?
What? I'm sorry, what is that?
Are we
Yeah,
praising
yeah.
each other too
A
much
little
today?
too much, but that's okay. In the new year, we can start like that. It's okay.
Sorry about that, Jinu. Like I've been using many names like Jinu Manoj, Jinu George, but
Yeah.
Jinu is the name that's
Yes.
most important
That's the
here.
most important name. That's right.
Yeah, Jinu. So anyway, to our viewers, so Jinu Manoj is an amazing digital business owner from Jinu George.
Jinu George
Jinu
again,
George.
Jinu
Yeah,
George.
Jinu Manoj is similar. It's same. It's same, isn't it? Like it's maybe before your marriage because I have been also
Yeah,
hearing.
actually, no, that's not even an official name. My husband's name is Manoj. So when I made the Facebook business page, I decided to use a different name. So that's how I just made that. But
Okay.
officially, I'm still Jinu George. So,
Gina
that's my
George.
official name.
Okay, great, great. So yeah, I'm not actually taking the thrill of her introducing herself. So she has a lot to say to our audience. Thank you, everybody who is watching. And so thank you, Jinu. And can you please say to our audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Well, so my name is Jinu George slash Jinu Manoj. I'm basically from Kerala, India, but I live here in Florida, United States, with my family. We've been here since 2005, and I work as a registered nurse. But now, of course, I'm a business owner also. I got two little girls, and they are the biggest reason why I'm in this business, and they are the ones that is keeping me going. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Great.
that's a pleasure. So most of us, we all have we are moms and we just want to spend more time with our kids. That's the main reason, isn't
Yes.
it? Because
Yes.
always think about the nurses, we hold mainstream of income in the community. But then why a business for a nurse? What's the business for the nurse? Isn't it? And what is, I know that, there is a lot of opportunities out there. There is so many, people are actually reaching out to us every day about so many opportunities. Why did you choose this particular opportunity?
That's a nice question because I was not even looking for this opportunity. As a nurse, all I wanted was like to do some nursing thing from home because I didn't know, I have no other background. So I was looking for like telecommunication jobs or some jobs like that can be done for by nurses at home. That's all I was looking for. And it was so strange that the ad popped up. And the only reason I looked at the ad was because the person in the ad was wearing a nursing uniform. So that's the only reason I saw this. And when I read about her, it was Anu. So I read about her, and then I saw that she has kids, she's a nurse, but she's doing this. So that is what made me so curious. Like, what is this? But otherwise, I don't think I would have looked for anything like marketing or business related, because I have no experience in that field at all.
Yeah.
So it was just accidentally I came across this ad, and then I connected with her, and it was just so interesting. It is like so different from the nursing field. So I just was like attracted to it, and my intention was just to talk to her, check it out, and then exit out. But after talking, after finding about the business, I was like, oh my god, this is totally something I want to do. So yeah, here I am.
You
Yeah.
say the rest is history.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And look at you now, you're rocking. So to our audience, Jinu has achieved a major, major milestone in our business for the last month. And congratulations, Jinu.
Thank you
It's
so
such a
much.
pleasure to have you on board after having such a good achievement. It's a great achievement. You're such a role model to anybody. And we take this opportunity to congratulate you
Thank you
for.
so much. It is amazing. It does feel amazing when you're have certain dreams, and then you can see the dreams coming true. So it is amazing. Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
Absolutely.
too.
And
Absolutely.
one thing that we have to notice here, Sharon, like she was looking for options to improve her life.
That's right,
Okay,
isn't it?
so basically, when for all the audiences, like in our business page, the people who are looking for options to improve their life, she as a nurse, she have like working as for a nurse. Like when we start the career, basically you want to go to the United States, work as a nurse and earn income, and then some point of life, Jinu thinks that there is much better than she could offer to the society, or more something fire inside her. She was looking for opportunity,
Yes.
and the opportunity comes knocks at your door when you actually look for it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
true.
mistake. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because you become, it's some at one point of your life, it's not about money anymore. So of course both
yeah,
of us are working here, and we are making money, but then you have kids, and now you're thinking that, okay, I want to be able to spend more time. So then your priorities change in life. And then I'm in a phase where I have to leave my kids, and the motherly instinct is really bad. I think it just makes us feel so desperate, like and
I
I don't
know.
know about others, but for me, I was just like, I had to do something. So, when you have that willpower, when you feel like inside you that you want to change, then definitely you can do something about it. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm the same, Jinu, because the whole reason that I started this business was, just wanted to have some maybe €1,000 extra so that I can reduce a little bit of time. And it was just a plan B. And I thought like, okay, let me see if it worked for me or not. Like, then
Yeah.
it became a plan A for me, by the grace of God, just within a year. That's all I can say. And
I know
as
you guys are so amazing. I'm like, oh wow. Like,
all
it's
by the God,
amazing.
all by the grace of God, that's all I can say. I don't have any experience. I don't have any special qualities or talents or anything like that. All I wanted to have a strong will to change my life. And
Yes.
I just wanted to spend time with my family, my girls. And I thought that, what is this life like, and just running all the time, up and down from work, and don't even have time to cook food for my family. And what kind of life, what's the meaning of the money in my bank account,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
do you understand? So
so basically, when you look at what we can see is that you were looking for options that you want to spend more time with your family. So you're looking for options to facilitate that. And how this opportunity had kind of helped you to achieve that dreams, if we could relate to our audience here.
Oh my God, there's so many ways it's helped. Just the fact that I have it running, and then when you have that additional income coming in, it just gives you that confidence. I think I would not have done all this, like coming live, doing interviews, and it's not a common thing for me. I don't think so. Like I would have ever done this, but when you know that something that you longed for is coming true, then you just see a change in your personality. For my kids also, you are a role model for them. They can see how you are, they can see what you, then they understand a lot about the business already. They help me in little ways. And financially we have more stability, and we are able to save up for the kids. And my mom and dad are in India, so I used to send money home before, like not a lot. Once a family grew, it was hard for us to like keep sending money all the time, and I used to feel bad, but at the same time, It's not possible, it was not possible. But now, we have that comfort, like if they need anything, I don't have to think much, I have that extra income with me. So it has helped in so many ways, like, it is a big life changer, and
Mm.
connecting with so many people, like, who knew I would connect with you guys, and all these people from across the world, and it's so amazing, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the best part. And I was actually talking to one of my other friend. One of the, if you ask me, like, what's the best part of this business? Of course, I started this business for an extra income. But the best part, if somebody is asking me, the relationship that I am making,
Yeah.
um, you know. So if I'm going anywhere in the around the world now, I know that in most of the cities I have people. I
Yes.
have not really just the acquaintances, but just the good friends, like
Yes. Yes.
which is great. And otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible for us at all. Like, yeah, thank God, isn't it?
Yeah, and then working as a nurse and coming into the digital world, like pretty much you both are working as nurses. How you kind of manage the time to do the business? So if somebody is watching on this show saying that, can a nurse do it? If a person having a fast back life, how can they do it? What was your experience on this?
Look, it's when I first joined, I thought it was not going to work because I started the business, then I got introduced to the training site, and my understanding of the whole thing is like, oh my god, I have so much to do, and I don't know if I can handle. So all that fear was there surrounding me because I was brand new into the business, and it was and already I know that this is not nursing related, so that is already there in the back of my head, so it was there already. But once I started doing it, I just had to understand that this is a business you can run on your own pace. So I don't have to do it in 1 week. I don't have to do it in 2 days. I can do it at my own pace. So then I decided to step back, take it easy. And then, since my kids are also there, I have to work. So I just found 1 or 2 hours a day. So I used to sit down and 1 or 2 hours, whatever I could do that 1 or 2 hours, like the training wise, I did 1 or 2 steps in the business, created ads at my own pace, took my time. So it's a very flexible business. So you don't have to stress that if I'll be able to do it. Everything is there for us, and everything is made easy because of the videos. So you just have to look at it and follow them, and just take it slow. So gradually, like now I know a lot, and some people when they ask me how do you know, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess over 2 years I just learned a lot. But when I started, I was zero. I had no idea. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that basically
Mm.
is a big point when
Mm.
people say about the online business or digital business. People always relate being a scam or a get to rich scheme. From
Yeah.
the way that Jinu is talking, we know that it's basically about understanding the business,
Mm.
understanding the trainings, and then implementing that to your business that will make you a success.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
And nursing background has nothing to do with this, actually. I just so you know, because I many people think that, oh, nurses are doing, a lot of nurses are doing, it has nothing to do with nursing. There's no relation. The only relation is that through nursing, I think I've learned a lot of patience, maybe. So
Yeah.
that's that's one thing I was able to utilize, that patiently wait for the business to grow. So
yeah.
Absolutely.
but otherwise, without any particular skills, or you don't have any particular experience for this, you can still run it, because you look at it, you see how they're doing it, you try to understand, you follow the same steps, and then let the business work for you. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing that I'm actually using to empower my team, because some people are saying like, "Oh my God, I cannot do this," and I said like, "Calm, chill," because we are nurses, we are dealing with life and death. So
Yes.
why this? Like, this is just nothing. This is just a new kind of learning, new way of learning. Will just get used to it, because in the beginning, when I started this business, I was full time as well, so I was doing Monday to Friday, and then in the night, I was just sitting in front of the computer. And I didn't know what I was doing. Oh my God, what is this all about? And and I cannot even say that to anybody. Like, and I was just like, but I was keep talking to my mentor, and then I felt that I kept looking at the other people who is doing the business. Then I knew that in my mind, one day it will come true for me. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And it came true. That's all. It happened like that.
And it will work, because if it is working for, we have like 100, over 104K members. So if it's working for everybody, there's no way it's not going to work for you. It just that you have to follow the same steps like everybody's doing. You come into the business, You get introduced to the training site, you understand that, you see what everybody's doing, follow the steps, and that's it. That's all we have done. So
I know. And another thing, like a lot of people are actually worried that is it legal or, because so many other things we are hearing about this news and that news, and
yeah.
people are being cheated and they lost their money and so on. So, what do you have to say to our audience?
So yeah, I had the fear also. Okay, Sharon, when I started, I was also like, oh my God, I don't know if it is legal or not. I didn't tell anybody about this business, only me and my husband, we were together. So we were okay, but we didn't tell anybody. I think when my brother found out, he was like, oh my God, you're jumping into all these things. You have no idea what you're doing. But that fear and all it just went away, because once you start getting the checks, then you know that okay, so you are getting money. And then finally last year, I even got the tax return form, the W2, for me to file the taxes. And when I
Okay.
saw that, I took it to my accountant, and he was like, okay, so we have to file taxes on your business, so now it's all legal. So we pay taxes on it, and just like any other business. So that's it. So it is a legal business, and we're running it. So
Yeah, yeah. So another very tricky question, I'm just going to ask you: if somebody is going to approach you, like, do you want to have another stream of income? Are you open to it? And they are introducing you to another business. Would you be like, what will be your mentality?
no, I'm really happy with this business. And actually, before I started this, for a few months, I tried something else. That did not work for me. It was, I don't know how many of you have heard it, but it's called Amway. So,
Okay.
so somebody approached me, and I thought, let me try it. But when I did that Amway, it was hard, because you have to literally go out and meet people, and you have to talk to them. And I tried it, and then I was like, okay, it's not going to work. I cannot talk to strangers like this. So then when I saw this business, I don't think I can ever leave this business. This is the easiest business to run, like without having to talk to anybody. People come to you, when they see what you're doing, and when they see about your journey, then they want to do something, they come to you, and you communicate with them, you just share this opportunity with them, and then let them decide. So it's a very simple, straightforward business here. Nobody's compelling anybody, nobody's forcing. And even after you have the option to join in, you can check everything and make an informed decision. So it's a very transparent business. I feel like that. Even I had an option to opt out of it. I had 30 days, and 30 days is ample amount of time for anybody to look at, research everything. And I did my research. I googled everything just to make sure it was not a scam. So you have ample amount of time. So come in, check it out, and if you don't like it, you don't like it, you don't have to continue, because not everything is for everybody. But if
Yeah.
you love it, then you will be one of us. I was 2 years back, I was struggling, and today I'm here enjoying. So yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of valid points here looking at Jinu. Jinu was looking for an opportunity. She was looking at many things. And then those who are looking for opportunity, things will open up. But you should have a mentality to see the things in it, have a research onto it. And then she should have that. We should have that mentality of putting on the hard work, applying the
Yeah.
training, the business. And it's not a get to rich overnight success scheme.
No, and then give it time. Like,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
which business runs overnight? You open a restaurant, do you like get customers the very next day? You don't. Like,
Yeah.
but do you put money down for the restaurant? Yes, you do your investment. So, do whatever you have to do, and give it time. Give the business time to grow. So if I had to like wait just for 1 month, and no, I would be out of it by now. But I know how the system works. I've seen other people making big money in the business, and I decided to give it time, and of course it worked for me. So just be patient, and this business is built on that. Some your efforts, which is actually minimal, because the system does so much for us on our behalf. I wouldn't be able to work full time and do this business on the side if it I had to do everything. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the power of automation. Like,
Yeah.
if you're plugging into a system where there is kind of automation on play, then you can leverage your time and money. And that's one of the reason why even with a full-time job, we are able to run the business.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's another important point I want to add, because the way when people talk about the internet business or digital business, they take it like very light, very simple, and they don't realize that we actually have to work behind it. to our audience, what we have to say is it's actually not a get rich scheme. It's a real business, large scale global business that we are talking about. It's not like a small business that we are running. You
Mhm.
can take in your own pace. So, you can develop multiple streams of income with this business. You will never depend on, but don't think that it's easy. I mean, it's not easy. A marathon is not easy, but it's simple. It's you just need to run.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
same way it is. So
Yes.
basically, that's what it is. So if your why is strong, you can all do that. That's the main thing. Is like don't give
Yeah.
up, isn't it?
Yes, that's true. See,
Right.
my why was strong when I finished my nursing school. I wanted to come to America. I think I'm the first person in my family. And my mom and dad was like, "Oh my God, you're going so far across the globe all on your own." But I really wanted to come. And I've been here for 15 years. So, we all do it. When you really want to achieve something, you will go for it. So. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
how long you been a nurse there in US, Gino?
15 years now.
15
And
years.
you
Okay,
are you
great.
are a nurse
Great.
educator, isn't it?
No, I
You're a
work in quality. I'm a quality coordinator.
quality coordinator.
Look at the
Okay.
profile of people who are doing
Yeah,
this business.
yeah, yeah,
People who has have 15 years of experience working as a quality coordinator, still looking for an option and running an
Yeah.
online business.
But when I was looking for this, I was working night shift at that time as
Yeah.
a charge nurse, and it was bad. Like it was bad on all aspects. Leaving the kids home, the stress at work, rushing
yeah.
home just to swap the kids. It was just bad. I think I think it was.
I
And
know, I know.
I know that we are kind of around 20 minutes. A couple of questions like, how do you feel from shifting from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset? What is that big shift, and how are you feeling about it?
That shift will take time. It takes time for people, like for me also. You start thinking. I think the big shift is when you don't expect returns right away. Like when we are employed, we are so used to getting paycheck every week. A paycheck comes in, so we are so
Yeah.
used to, oh my God, I started the business, it's been 1 week, I'm not getting anything. So that thing has to go. When you're in a business, you have to give time for it to grow, and you have to give time for the business to give its returns to you. So that shift change has happened. It did not happen overnight, and I had to do a lot of inspiration and magic and motivational things that to help me in that journey. So we I read some books that was introduced to me. I've listened to a lot of motivational videos just to keep me going, and it was not easy for me, but once I was able to do that, I think my mindset changed and I was able to think broader. And I think it happens to everybody. Everybody who is an employee who comes into this, they go through this. But if we are stuck with that employee mindset, if we are stuck like, okay, I'm not getting money, not getting money, not getting money, we're not going to grow. You need to let that go. There are other things you're looking at. Growth is not only monetary. There are so many different kind of growth that happens in your life.
Yeah.
Very
uh,
true. Very
you
true.
develop
That's a
confidence.
very strong message. Like growth is not only monetary, but a lot of other things.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
very
lot of things. You develop confidence, you change your personality. It's a lot of things. So you have to start looking at that, and then your quality of life is different. So monetary, yes, definitely, it's a big blessing to have extra stream of income, but there's a lot of other things. Now you do interviews, and I'm sitting here in front of the camera. We go on Zoom meetings. We have so many things that we are growing. So yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah.
it.
So maybe it's time to conclude because we know that Jinu is just
Yeah,
back
of
from
course.
work.
Yeah.
I actually pulled her in a half an hour early. I know that, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
see, if somebody had called me back to work for another shift, I wouldn't have come. But because this is an interview for a business that I absolutely love, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll come in.
Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate that, What is the final message that you want to give to the audience?
The only message I have, this is a brand new year. And, a lot of us have been wanting to do something. So take this opportunity this year, let go of your fears and move forward in your life. Take a step forward, discover new things. You don't have to be stuck with your old life. Don't have to be stuck with like the struggles and pains. Because if you don't make that step, take that step forward, nothing's going to change. And we all are living proof that, we were there and we are here now. So we are here to help you, but you have to take that step forward, and then we'll be able to pull you through. So yeah, that's all I wanted
Great.
to share.
Very great
Yeah,
message. Yeah.
thank you so much. It was such a great message, isn't it?
Yeah.
Such a lovely interview, Gino. We
Oh,
really
thank
appreciate
you.
that. So, anybody who is watching this, so if you want more information, please feel free to go to Gino or us, and we will be able to help you, and it will be all as a start of new life, isn't it, Risha?
Yes.
Do you want to add something?
Yeah, of course. The great message from Jinu, like your growth is not only the monetary thing, but that there are certain things that tag along with that. And
Yeah.
also 2020, always when we bring into a new year, we bring about certain resolutions, reflect on the life. And it's not going to change unless you take some action. It's not going to change unless you have a vision. So new year, don't take the decisions based upon past experiences. Explore what is out there. Jinu was able to make changes on her life when she wanted to make a change.
Yes.
That's when the opportunity comes.
Yes.
So it's lovely to have you here, Jinu, and I know that it's a precious time from your family that you spent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much, you guys, for inviting me. I'm really happy and glad to have shared that, and hopefully we can connect again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much, Gino. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody who's watching. Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye.